Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the charts here, shall we? Bitcoin, oh my God, there was a major, massive dump here, and then it reversed back up. That was a failed move. It was a fast move in an opposite direction. Now, does that mean we're going to continue going higher? We're going to talk about that and more in today's episode. Oh boy, wow, it's never a dull moment in the Bitcoin space. It was pretty dull on the weekend though, right? It was chopping up and down, left, right, center. And I was looking to trade that, but I figured I was just going to relax on the weekend. And, it was Chris's birthday on the weekend, so we had a great time at Chris's birthday party. Well, oh man, it's been a few days since I last saw you guys, but it's always exciting days in the market. So I'm looking forward to talking about what's happening with Bitcoin, what's happening with Ethereum, and what's going to be going on the rest of the week. Oof, well, I've got a lot of conferences that I'm going to be going to. This is where the conferences are because I'm living here in Dubai and going to be speaking at quite a few places. So I'm going to probably list those off in the coming weeks. So make sure that you stay tuned and you watch all the episodes to find out where I'm going to be so you can take part in some of the conferences that are down here in Dubai. Okay, well, I guess it's time to get on with the trades, but before we do, remember, we do this live in front of a whole bunch of people, right, who wants to know what's going to happen ahead of time. Also, we have people in our group, our DaVinci J15 group, that are trading all the time, and they show you their trades, and you can be a part of that group, right? All you have to do is subscribe, right, and you can get 75% off the subscription. Also, if you see anything you want to trade on today, make sure you head over to buybit.davincij15.com or femex.davincij15.com, where you can see deposit bonus and you can trade these trades. Okay, so let's get on with today's show. This was a little bit of scam wick here on Bitstamp here. That didn't exactly happen on the exchange here. It did go down. Leverage exchange. Yeah, it went down, but not quite that much, and then reversed, of course, in a failed move equals a fast move, the opposite direction. Now, we're not seeing a lot of follow through, and I have to say there must be something at the longer term that's turning this around, because there should have been large follow through here, unless something on the longer time frames is telling it no. What I don't like is this. Yes. Let's go back to this 4 hour because I want to point this out. We do have like a very steep slope upwards. This is not sustainable. So I would expect this thing to get broken and maybe come back and test a lower level somewhere. If we take a look at, let's just go zooming out now to daily and bring this auto fit. Zoom in. You can see, I see here. Yeah, let's see. There seems to be, might be some sort of like a trend here. So we're a little bit away from that trend, but still looks like though, wow. So yeah, if we move this, that's right. We have, oh darn, that is not good. I mean, it's not in the world, right? But you can see that we've hit a major, massive trend line here that goes back and projects back as far as, let's see here. Is that true? Let's see here. Wow. Yes, it does. Holy schmoly. It projects back way back here. So, yeah. Might be a little bit of resistance here. We could expect a little bit of resistance before we see this thing blow through. Of course, if we blow through, man, this thing could go like parabolic really fast. So even though this upward movement looks unsustainable, should it break this level here, I mean, it will be sustainable on a break higher. Yeah, it's because it'd be very, very powerful. So, with that said, we're probably not going to play out that way. We're probably going to have to break down to another trend line You can see, since we're at the daily, there is a clear big one right here, right? That might be of significance. And it's only 2 touch points, but you can see that we did touch this multiple times down here, actually. So I guess we can say that this is a valid trend line. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down here. But with that said, I'm thinking this break of this Bitcoin is in a bullish mode. I don't see it coming past the 61.8 maybe. So maybe if it does come down here, it will come slowly and crack down to 61.8. But really, realistically, 38.2 is probably where it's going to see some action before some level being held, because it makes sense, right? Because when the last time we broke the 50,000, we broke down heavy. So this 50,400 level as a no, you can't break past that, seems like a logical point for Bitcoin to come back to. Let's see what happens over the next little while. We're going back down to the shorter time frames to see what else we can see. Lots of M's here. Be careful with that, because even though this M has broken down, you can see it might have been completed. Actually, I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like it. So it looks like this could turn into like a very big psych. We're going higher kind of deal. So be careful here as this thing plays out. I wouldn't go too heavy. If you're gonna go on the short, right? It's fine. Just make sure you set those stops right there at the top there, because that's the blow off top level. So if you're interested in the long, right, of course a break higher could indicate a massive move higher and faster than anyone can expect. So that's where you set your positions, and then you make sure you do your make sure you do not bet more than 5% on any one trade. That's all. Okay. With that said, before we go on to Ethereum, I'm looking for a personal assistant here in Dubai. So if anybody wants to help, please fill out this form. Do not email me there. That's not my email, right? I will ignore your email if you try to email me there. So that's not. There's no point in sending me an email there. So if you fill this out, the right person will get it, and they will get back to you if you qualify for the job. Okay, the links are in the description below, so make sure you check it out. Also part of Lucky Catz. If you're interested in this pre-sale NFT, you can click here under davincij15.referrals.com/referrals, and you can also join the Lucky Catz pre-sale if you're interested in that sort of thing. Okay, I want to talk about all the cool trades that Lee is doing. Look at this thing, just a monster, right? And look at this blow off, man. He's called it and said, "Oh, that's it. We're going," and we're here. We are. Crypto mainly has done an amazing job. Lee, thank you very much. He's helping everybody in the trading group. Make sure you join us by subscribing. Right, it's real cheap right now at 75% off, and yeah, you're missing out if you're not part of the group. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum and see what else is going on here. Well, Ethereum, another failed move, fast move in the opposite direction. We broke down from what clearly seems to be a trend line here, as you can see. And then we broke it, and it's like, yeah, we're going down, and nope. Nope. So, yeah, but we haven't broke higher, so it's not official. Like, yeah, failed move because fast move in opposite direction, quite yet. It's more of like, it might be just wipe out the bears kind of deal. So it's kind of interesting how we're not breaking through up here. I would have expected that from Ethereum at this point in time. That it would have created a new high and gotten to the $4,000 mark, but Ethereum will take its time because it probably wants to just chop around here, really get people annoyed, so that it can decide, oh yeah, I'm gonna actually go up. In the meantime, right, you can see that, hey, it's rolling over. You could probably, if you think there's gonna be if there's a long to be taken here on Ethereum, and I think there is for the longer time frame, you can easily buy the lows here as Ethereum rolls back. I was looking to see if we can get some of these lows taken out, these wicks here taken out before I actually buy a large buy on Ethereum, but they're just not giving it to us. So I'm wondering if these things are going to hold here, since they seem to be, these wicks seem to be holding, right? So I'm expecting the same thing here happening. These wicks will probably hold. So probably. So with that said, what I'm going to do is look for a risk entry, maybe at the 61.8 pullback from here, should we get it. It's a little bit outside this trend line, but Ethereum likes to get outside the trend lines all the time. So let's see how that plays out over the next little while. If Ethereum comes back down to the 61.8, and then maybe I'll take an entry, looking at depending on how it got there. But we just have to wait and see in the next little while. Once we break above the $3,700 mark, I think that's it. We should be headed straight to our target over time. Of course, the target is around 4,800. So looking forward to that target being hit once we get up. What if we break out? Looking to hold something down here. If we do break out, is there a chance that we break down? Yes, there is. We could break down as far as, let's see here. I'm wondering, will this go as far as the 61.8? I'm gonna just take this W here, the last breakout W, and the 61.8 is at the 3,100. So it wouldn't put it past Ethereum to go all the way down here before it decides to take off, because it didn't really check these W's here. All these WWWs, so this would be a check of that, and then be like, oh, okay, you really want that. Okay, you really want that to be the bottom. Now I'm gone. So would not surprise me whatsoever should Ethereum come all the way down to 3,100 before it takes off to the moon. Okay. Let's head over to the dominance. The dominance is doing exactly what I expected it to do. It just did it in a little bit longer time frame. It's heading back up. It's heading up to the 45 percentage level, which is good for the little old ladies, right? Looking to buy some cheap coins, and we're getting a lot of red, so it's time to be buying some of these down coins, because that's how the little old lady makes her money. She watches the coins go up and down like a whore's drawers, and buys them when they're down and sells them high. She doesn't buy it high and sell low. That's not how the little lady rolls. All right, well, I'm going to end this off with actually my Twitter, and it is with this NFT that I signed. I want, if you're interested in NFTs and you want a special NFT coin and help support a charity, you can do so, right? By heading over to my Twitter, subscribe, hitting follow, and also clicking on this link over here on Twitter. So check that out. Okay, well, thank you all for watching. Thanks for being here. Remember, Bitcoin right here on my, whoops, right there. Bitcoin is real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you definitely need to be a part of it.